Um, so I guess what we're looking for is just kind of an overview. With digital media was a revolution in the way we see everything and the way images are transported, which includes client expectation, things like that. So what at one point you used to be able to hold back negatives because images are so transmittable, people think that they can have them. So it becomes very difficult to pin anything down. Those laws are evolving. We do allow our clients to use their digital images for personal use from weddings, for commercial work. It's so hard to pin down, especially in a market like this, because somebody using it for a national unless you're going to lose a lot of clients, at least locally, if you try and say, okay, well, you're doing this this is only valid in this area, which is really, you need to confine your copyright usage to, okay, you can use it anywhere in Florida for 2 years, but St. Augustine doesn't really play that. Photojournalistically, most publications in this area are pretty happy to steal your work. St. Augustine Record uses my work all the time, no credit, no pay. And yeah. There's not really any money in, or at least, okay. I feel like there's always room to learn. I feel like there's not any money in trying to pursue that type of wait, I can't believe you used my work in some publication. Generally, the market's turned to where we hope that the publications will publish our stuff. And it's just critical that they properly credit and things like that. Clients, they want personal use of their images. You can either set your package, it's kind of, people will set up their packages to either not include the digital files, and so you can show somebody a cheaper package. We set ours up I don't feel like having the discussion, so I know most wedding people want all the pictures of the people sitting at the tables, drinking beer, and all the dance floor photos, so our packages are already set up for that. It is a personal use release is all they have, so they can't, I always say that you can't have a refrigerator company and use your wedding photos to sell those refrigerators without my permission, but that's just a lot of hyperbole, and I don't really expect people to, sell refrigerators with their wedding photos, but you never know. There's not enough, because in order for copyright to be enforceable, you have to be able to show that it caused damage, you have to be able to quantify what that damage is, and then at that point, well, is it worth me going to hire my lawyer for this stupid record, fish mullet rapper, who's used my work for $0. I actually told the photographer, I said, you're making a living with my work. And he said, no, this is a service we provide for businesses in town. I said, no. I said, you charge ad space, people buy your thing, and then you walk home at the end of the week with a paycheck. You're making money off of my work, and that's hurting the industry as a whole by not having some level of self-control. But from a bit, success, I think, is relative. I mean, I'm in business. I can pay for my car, I can pay for my home, but we're not wealthy by any means. So you could always make more money. You can always, it's where do you want to put your energy as a business? It's like, I've made the phone calls to the record. It's wasting my time. There's not enough money in it to sue them. They know there's not enough money to sue them. So do I want to bang my head against a wall for the next 10 years, or do I want to just maybe use that energy and add another social media post, or go on and talk to a new client, or go on? I think it would be good with somebody who's a repeat offender like the record, to have some sort of a litigation where I could bring him to small claims court, but it happens, once a year, once every 2 years, and you know, and part of the problem, I understand part of the problem is, you know, they always put it on me to put on my client, but when you work with organizations, especially like charitable organizations, that people change hands all the time. So they're not telling you, hey, if you ever run across this one photo on your computer, you need to make sure, you know, it's just not realistic. But the record on their part could, if they wanted to have some sort of journalistic integrity, which I do not believe they do, they would ask who took